Hey there! I wanted to formally introduce Leon. This is the dog who I recently adopted back in June, and he is, I want to just publicly declare this, my newest teacher, my mentor right now, and I am learning a lot. It's been an amazing almost 2 months, and challenging. We have had our fair share of learning about each other, and I didn't know Leon's history at all. He was a stray, so the shelter didn't have any idea what he's been through, and he was recently neutered, so there's that. As an older dog, I'm sure all sorts of hormonal changes that I'll never understand are occurring for him. And I wanted to share a bit about this idea. It came up today. I was back at the Humane Society where he was adopted from, speaking with someone there, and they made a comment that was, along the lines of all the dogs at the shelter have baggage. They all have some kind of trauma that they've experienced, and they all need homes that can accommodate whatever their particular issues are. And in the conversation, what came up for me when that was shared was, yeah, but so do all people. All people have trauma. We've all experienced things that are tough and that we're working through, and we can be triggered around them, and that's a hard thing to sometimes accept about ourselves. And so I think when we maybe see that mirrored in an animal who's in our life, it can be hard to accept that animal. And I suspect that may be part of the reason why so many dogs are brought back to the shelter. There were, I think, 2 this week who had been adopted previously, and they were brought back for various reasons. And so in that, I think there's something to be said for really acknowledging the power of love. Like in the moments when I've been learning about Leon recently, and I've had that feeling of like, you are such an animal, like what are you doing right now? Please stop, like what you're doing, like what is happening. In those moments, being able to go back and ground into what I know to be true, which is that I love him and I feel his love for me, and we can engage in this connection in this deeper way. That power, I truly believe, can transform relationships between us and the animals around us, whether those are human animals or other animals we have the privilege to have in our lives. So if you're in a situation that feels challenging, that feels maybe like it's just too much, that you can't handle it anymore, and the life that you crave to have with an animal, a pet in your life, just isn't happening for some reason, and you can't figure out why, and there aren't any breakthroughs, and you're sitting in question around, is this the right fit for you? Can you continue the commitment of the relationship you've been in with them? I hear you. I get that pain, and I just would love to connect if you need some support around that. If you'd like to use various tools to explore that, I am here, and I just encourage you to remain open to the possibilities of what love can heal and what breakthroughs can occur. So, have a wonderful day. We're gonna go hang out.